One night, March 9th at the Capitol Center. Metallica. The first headline tour ever. Friday night, July 28th, live in the Capitol Center. Celador presents Metallica, the Damage Justice Tour.
There it comes. Love that light double bass pedal. Yeah. With that like heavy down picking alongside it.
This is my boomstick!
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Monsters of Metal. Here we are today, and we are back again with the greatest band on earth, Kiss. We are going to be doing. So we're going to
Give me your wrist.
Give me
your wrist.
He knows I'm right. The 1988 album by Metallica and Justice for All, not without controversy. Plenty of opinions either way of this album, whether it was created correctly or whether it was made in a vacuum with two big egos who took control and didn't let anybody have any input. But who knows? We'll find out as we go into it. So, Martin,
Yes.
how are you feeling about this album?
Great.
You love this album.
I always feel great about
any Metallica album you're good about.
Well, yeah, there are a couple where I don't listen to a lot, but I mean especially the first five.
First five.
I mean, how can you not?
That's it. They're undeniable, really.
Mhm.
This has been a bit of a cursed episode. It took us quite a while. Not that you in YouTube land or podcast land will know, but this took us ages to get together. The world was conspiring against us to not do this episode.
Yeah.
Goddamn bastards.
Illness,
work, jobs. Well, even work rung me today. They rung me today to try to get me to come in. And I said no.
Having any of it.
The podcast comes first, even though I'm a broke bitch. But here we go.
Here we go.
So let's get into it.
Mhm.
And Justice for All was the fourth studio album by American band Metallica. Released on August 25th, 1988. Great year for music. You know what else was released in 1988?
I was going to say you, but you're
No. 1990, baby.
I was going to say, yeah. I was like, no.
Danzig.
Yeah.
Released.
Yeah.
Man of War.
Yeah. Seventh Son.
Yeah, Seventh Son. There's like quite a few albums on there. But anyway, good year for music. It was the first album where Jason Newsted recorded on after the passing of Cliff Burton in 1986.
Mhm.
So it was 2 years after.
Mm.
They originally planned to record this album in 87,
Yeah.
but there was they were on the European Monsters of Rock tour. They were on that. Also, James Hetfield broke his wrist.
Yeah.
Skateboarding.
Such a kid.
So he apparently on that tour he was saying like he brought his skateboard along because I read a little section from Thrash magazine where he did a little interview. And he broke his wrist twice.
Oh right.
He broke his wrist twice, and eventually they wrote into his contract, you're not allowed to skateboard or bring any skateboards whilst you're touring.
Yeah.
And the original conversation was like he said, I want to bring my skateboard to the manager, and the manager was saying, yeah, fine, you can bring it, but if you break something, you play. That's what he said. So the first time. So yeah, there you go.
Because they had, I think that was the first time that Jim Marshall stepped in on guitar for him.
Was that when he broke his?
When he broke his wrist the first time,
right?
Yeah, and then he had that accident in Montreal, with the pyrotechnics, where he got burnt all up the arms.
Of course,
and Jim Marshall stepped in again.
There you go.
Play guitar for him.
See, this is what we're here for. This is little
of Armored Saint.
Armored Saints. Don't think I've ever listened to Armored.
No.
So this album was recorded with the producer Flemming Rasmussen. And it was 4 months in early 1988 at 1-to-1 Recordings in Los Angeles. And they originally hired Mike Klink. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That was down to Lars, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was the same as Rust in Peace. It was everyone was looking at Appetite for Destruction and was just like, we want that.
Yeah. And then they realized we don't want that halfway through.
No.
So Mike Klink was fired.
Mm-hmm.
But he was
he's got some credits. So
I think
Shortest Straw, drum
teching
or something like that.
Drum technician.
They kept
something
something
like
on there. Yeah, I think it's Shortest Straw and maybe Harvester.
Yeah, that's it. So apparently, Rasmussen listened to Rasmussen. How are we saying this?
Rasmus. Your favorite band?
Rasmus. I've been watching.
I've been waiting.
Do you know what? That's funny you say that because that song used to be on everywhere, and my dad used to call me a goth all the time, even though I wasn't. Yeah. And he used to sing that song. He's his favorite band, isn't it? Rasmus.
Brilliant.
So there you go. You're the same as my dad.
Knowing your dad, that's even funnier.
Yeah, because he's brilliant. So yeah, he took over halfway through. He heard the recordings from Klink on the flight over to LA, and obviously he was fired. They tried for a more ambient.
What the fuck am I getting myself into again?
Yeah. What?
Flemming.
Yeah. He's, fucking hell. Yeah. They were trying for a more atmospheric sound with the recording and stuff. There's previous albums didn't quite go the same. They'd already hired Steve Thompson and Mike Barbario for the mixing, but he wasn't present for it, was he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't present for the mixing. Fleming, that is. He wasn't.
Oh,
Fleming wasn't present for the mixing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
right.
He wasn't there.
Yeah. We all know who mixed this album.
Yeah. I mean, those guys just pushed the dials.
Big and little. We'll get to that.
So there's the famous Lars quote that we all know. It's take the bass down so you can just about hear it, and once you've done that, take it down 3 decibels more.
That's it. Yeah.
And to this day, no one really knows why.
There's loads of
theories.
There's loads of theories. The best thing that Lars has ever said is basically that and James has said it as well, that the bass frequencies, because Jason was kind of new, all he was doing was following James.
Yeah, it was like following the guitarist.
And obviously that messes with the frequencies when you just follow the same. And then Lars was saying it messed with his kick. I don't know. We'll never know.
We'll never really know.
No.
But they've gone on to say, like Thompson, one of the mixers, said he was unhappy and blamed Ulrich for the decision. Lars. He tried to quit, and they wouldn't let him, so he just had to do as he was told.
The thing is, like, before we get into the first song, just talking about the production, like, a lot of people either really like it or really hate it, or I'd say the majority always talk about the production on this album, but I think it's unique.
Yeah, so the problem is with this album is they were going from strength to strength. Sorry, they were going from strength to strength. Albums were doing better and better. This album was their kind of like, they wanted to show what they could do with like the guitars and everything like that.
Yeah, their technical abilities.
They really wanted to
push it to the limit.
Yeah, which, as an artist, once you like kind of get into that vacuum where you're just concentrating solely on like ability and stuff like that, you can lose sight of certain things.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later, but
yeah,
it can become flat and lifeless, some people would say. And not this album. This album, for all its faults, is an amazing album. It's great. I've been listening to it nonstop, and there's songs that I haven't listened to in a long time. We'll go into and everything, but like one, like when you listen to it again for fresh ears and stuff, and you have it on loud in your car, it's just great.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the singles released on this were "Harvester of Sorrow," "Eye of the Beholder," and "One." One was the one that really
the one.
That's it.
Eye of the Beholder is an odd single choice, isn't it?
That's the one I don't get.
Yeah, when you have like Blackened.
Yeah, Blackened. An intro track coming. Harvester of Sorrows.
I guess it's maybe done on time.
Maybe a more is it shorter? Because all these songs are like 7
they are.
minutes
They
long.
are all quite long, but I think Eye of the Beholder is like shorter.
Yeah, it was received really well, this album.
Mm.
Obviously, again, because of, like we were saying, like, you know, depth and complexity of the guitar riffs and the drumming and stuff like that. But then again, like we were saying, the mix was often slandered and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And poor old Newsted.
Yeah.
Poor old Newsted, he kind of got left behind, but
we'll get to that.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, it worked for what it was at the time, and it was, and it still holds up as a great album, because we are going to listen to the original mix, aren't we? Not the remastered.
It's the 2018 remastered, but
Okay.
it's remastered. It's not remixed.
Well, not remixed.
So it's not like there's extra. It's not
Not like the
and
bass
Jason for all,
and Jason
and Jason for all,
Yeah,
where they
yeah,
put
yeah.
the bass. Yeah, it's just the So when they remastered Kill 'Em All, they've done it up to the Black Album so far.
Yeah.
So it's just the remastered version. It's not remixed.
So yeah,
The difference. There's a big difference.
and it went into the critics' poll of the year for the best album and was nominated for a Grammy Award in 1989 and was beaten by
Jethro Tull.
I've never listened to Jethro Tull in my life. Where are Jethro Tull now?
You don't want to.
No,
I mean, they were a big band back in the day,
in the best hard rock and metal,
but they're not. They're hard rock at a push. They're not metal.
So I had a quick glance at like wiki page. Yeah, it's like folk and
yeah, it's like folk, hippie, 60s.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah,
definitely. You know, yeah. Whether
but the thing is, there wasn't a heavy metal category in the Grammys at that point.
Yeah,
this was the first year that it was
starting to get recognised as
fair
enough. The single backed the band's debut music video, so it's their first music video, and then their first Grammy Award in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, they got it in the end. Jethro Tull, son of a bitch. Anyway, yes. Anything you want to add then?
Sorry. Is it like Jethro Tull's a bloke?
Yeah, just one guy.
One person.
It's just one guy. It's just one guy.
Like Pink Floyd, he's an absolute
get on Floyd.
Bit of Pink Floyd.
Big P. So we can either, unless you've got anything else to add to these little
I'm sure we'll get
snippets.
I'm sure we'll get into everything about
into
this
the
album.
weeds, into
so
the
I
thick
think
of
we
it.
should listen to the first song.
Yeah, let's go. So we're going to do the standard routine we've been doing before. We're going to listen to the song, maybe talk a little bit during, but mostly we'll be discussing it all afterwards and playing a couple riffs. So here we go. Blackened. Oh, what an intro to an album, though.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in hard.
Little reversed guitar intro there.
Yep. Give me notes, mate. Classic Metallica riff coming straight in there, because he's the heaviest. I think this is like peak Lars drumming this album.
Oh yeah, by a long shot.
By a country mile.
I mean, they do so much cool stuff on this album. Even on this song later on, they do they flip the riff by adding an eighth note.
Okay,
I'll point it out to you. It's really cool. when they open up with this song as an opener,
It's a banger.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Blackened!
Love the rhyming lyrics.
Does it quite a lot after this album, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That crunch. Crunch. Love it.
Who needs bass guitar?
You can hear the bass though, right? It is there. You can hear it.
I think no.
You can.
No.
This bit's cool.
Sweet like harmonies going on there. Like,
Yeah. It's on our channel. It's that video that we uploaded. But I did the little riff breakdown. This bit.
yeah, so if anyone wants to know, the
Yeah.
very
First video we
test
yeah.
video we put up was Martin doing a Blackened deconstructed, which will probably be gone by the time this comes out. Okay.
Right. You'll hear the riff flip. See if you understand what I mean. So listen. Right, ready?
Okay, yeah. I see what you mean, yeah.
He's adding an eighth note, and then listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it comes back. He adds an extra note to come back.
Right.
I mean, this is a fast song. What, on Seattle 89? It's like 20% extra. It's crazy.
Yes, there we go. What a absolute banger to open with. Like, that's a real punch to the gut, isn't it? It's a real thrash, fast, like one of the like real proper thrashy songs of Metallica. That's really
Yeah.
and it also one of the few songs on this album that made it into the live sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
Especially as an opening song as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Like, you
Especially
really
when
want
the
to.
with just pyro going off. You can just see it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you remember I told you that story about the first time I saw Metallica
Yeah.
in that small tent at
Yeah.
that surprise show?
Mm.
They opened up with Blackened.
Nice.
So it was the first song I ever saw
Oh,
and play
okay.
live.
So
So
special
it's
place
like,
in your heart there.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, Blackened. This was one of the few songs that Newsted got some writing credits on.
Yeah, the main riff is his.
Yeah, the main riff is his, exactly. And the 3 songs that he got credit on, Misery, My Friend of Misery, Where the Wild Things Are, they were all co-written by Newsted. And apparently he said that he was, when he first kind of got together with them and stuff, he was in his like little 1-bedroom apartment with James, and they were just jamming together, trying to like, maybe whether it's just trying to get used to playing together or whatever it was.
On the remastered box set,
yeah,
all those riff tapes and demo tapes are in there.
Yeah,
you can actually hear that conversation. You can hear, you can hear James going.
You basically hear James. Basically, Newsted plays the riff to Blackened, and James instantly is like, "What is that?" And so they play the Blackened riff, and then that's where it's kind of progressed from, which is cool. Yeah, I've not listened to the tape.
Yeah,
of course you've got it. Of course you have. Look, you're the only person I know who listened to like demo track recording in a 1-bedroom flat. Like, apartment.
Well,
Yeah, that's it. So, any little riff? Come on, let's get some riffs going.
Riffs.
It's riff o'clock.
I mean, it's riff-tastic. This whole album,
riff-tastic, is it?
Yeah,
that's what we'll call this episode, riff-tastic. But yeah.
So yeah, the that guitar intro.
Yep.
Is obviously you can see
reversed.
It. Yes,
reversed, overdubbed, and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can't. I mean, you can play it, but it's yeah. But this is a bit of a barn burner. This song, isn't it? Starts off with the old.
Just all down picking, baby.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of.
Is it a fun song to play? Because obviously,
yeah, it's a real
You like playing this?
Yeah, it's taken me. I mean, I still can't play it flawlessly. It's just one of Hetfield's hardest songs to play, to be honest with you. But
okay,
yeah, it takes
the speed and just
the riffing. Speed and just like coming from there up to there, and like I've got the tab book down there.
Yeah.
It's notoriously known for being like the worst transcribing of any of the album because it's just not how you play it whatsoever.
Not correct.
Like if I could get the tab book up now, and then it tells you to play it like no palm mutes. It tells you to play it like.
Okay, well,
it's a and then a. But it's actually.
I don't know who writes it. Do you know? I might write a tab book and just put it out and just completely wrong.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
let's do
Never
it.
Right.
Really mess with those kids. Yes. Yeah, it's you could pull riffs anywhere from this album.
Oh yeah.
This bit. Ugh.
Yeah, it's all that crunch. That muting is
it's real crunchy.
Yeah,
so like we were saying with the mixes and stuff, but the guitars sound good. They
sound
great.
The guitars sound amazing.
The guitar
it's definitely got
great.
its own sound, isn't it?
Yeah. It was definitely created.
Yeah,
it's its own beast.
And obviously, you go into the the.
Yeah. Is that the like the melodic
that
kind of like
harmonic
harmony?
Bit, the bit that I did the riff breakdown thing to.
Of course, yeah. We will re-release that after this video.
Yeah.
That is going to follow this video. Okay, so you can all watch it. So like that video.
Yeah.
That'll be our number one liked video. I don't want to give a shit about us talking about.
But the whole song's full of loads of cool riffs. But yeah, I think the most fun part when you can get it right is
here we go.
No, which is the main riff.
Okay. Yeah, that does look fun.
Yeah.
Not that I can play, but it looks fun. It looks fun. That's all that matters. It sounds fun.
A lot of down picking.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. So there you go. That was Blackened, which, is just an absolute... What a great intro. Can you think of a better intro to Metallica? Better song?
Creeping Death.
Oh, yeah.
But they're on, equal.
Yeah.
Whenever I see them live, if it's Blackened or Creeping Death,
they're both
cool,
bangers.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
Creeping Death has got to be another one, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. We are going to the next track.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. The title track.
Are you going to be okay?
Listen, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to hold it back.
I know how you are with long songs.
I don't know what you mean, man.
Shogun.
Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Wasn't there. I was on another plane of existence whilst that was going.
Someone else, was it?
Yeah. I was like in a meditative state, and I was just
vegetative.
I was floating above my body, watching myself. The old slow kind of entrance, and then just
it's the old battery fight fire with fire.
Yeah,
false sense of security, isn't it?
Oh,
this is nice. These sticks.
Put this on for your mum. Have you?
Crunch.
They really love that offbeat, rhythm change drumming, don't they?
Mm-hmm. But that's the beauty of Metallica. Even back in those days, it wasn't like they were counting time signatures or writing chord progressions.
Yeah.
They were like, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It was like a natural thing, but they were just like, I don't know what I just did there, but it sounds good.
Do it again.
Yeah. Swing, isn't it?
And it's Pete James, just no singing, just
he's belting it.
Yeah. Who cares about longevity of your voice? Just give it some.
Is also the Kirk's highest point for technicalities and solos. Justice, 100%. describe to you how wrong it feels to be listening to this album and not have a guitar in my hands.
In a minute.
No, it's like when I'm on my own,
Yeah.
I'm always just like, you know?
I can't believe the price you pay. Nothing can save you. Justice is lost. Justice is right. Justice is gone.
Have you seen the Seattle '89 concert with this song being played with the lead, Doris falling down the stage show?
So I just started watching those Handycam videos.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think it was like, well, I don't think it was. No. Can't remember where they were playing.
Yeah,
But they had that in
a
the
big
background.
justice statue.
think- oh, no,
and
no.
at the end of this song, it all comes crumbling down.
No, in the video I saw, it was Shortest Straw they were playing with that in the background.
Yeah.
Great solo.
It's like on the Somewhere in Time episode. We were just constantly like,
Dive bombing. Go watch that episode. And end song. Now.
you wish.
And now it's another song starts. This is the longest song in the album.
Yeah. This is in like the late 80s. Everyone that's listening to it on CDs like, oh, it's gone back to the start again. It's a scratch on it or something.
Oh, my CD's broken.
It's repeating itself. Bass is less prominent on this song
Yeah.
than Blackened. It's there.
This would be my song to go get a beer. I got loads of time, man. I'll find you back in the crowd before this song finishes.
No truth, winning is all. Fighting so grim, so true, so real.
So this is where on their stage show the statue would fall down during this part.
Yeah,
And there's plenty of stories of James and Kirk basically saying every single night they were constantly, whilst trying to play that, they're
On
constantly just
not get crushed.
They've still got that statue. It's in their HQ, hung up on the wall.
Was that their first time of really using like large stage props?
Yeah.
It? Yeah, they never really.
2 words: Iron and Maiden.
Maiden.
They literally just looked at Eddie and went, "Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. We need something like that." Yeah,
yeah.
And
then they did. For this, they had the Snake Pit for the Black Album, and then obviously for the Load tour with the Cunning Stunts era, they had the accident that happened, the fake accident thing, with the pyro and the guy falling down from the rafters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
to make it like
show. Basically, like the rafters fall and there's like an explosion. Someone falls down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was all staged.
Very Universal Studios.
The last like 4 or 5 songs were basically like lit by lanterns. And it was all like amps on stage, taking it back to the garage type thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. That was Just for the longest song on the album. We got through it. I think.
Pretty sure it is. To Live Is To Die is quite long, but I think Injustice is the longest.
So yeah, infamously that was the song that Kirk was like, "We are never fucking playing that song again."
Yeah, they dropped it after the Justice tour, and they didn't pick it back up till like 2013, I think it was.
Yeah, problem is like I think when you write this in an album where you can play sections and you can build the whole song as, in pieces, like playing it all as one on stage and stuff like that, it starts to become a bit like, ooh.
I mean, I get it. If you're playing to punters that are just there who aren't like me, do you know what I mean?
Listen, the world doesn't have any more of you, mate, I'll be honest.
It's I can totally appreciate why people switched off or thought it was too long.
Yeah.
Or for me personally,
I would be one of those people.
A band that has, if you want short songs, there are short songs.
There are plenty of short songs.
If you want to sit there and listen to the long songs,
and there's plenty of sing-along songs.
I'm happy to listen to the longer songs, but I can totally understand in a live setting why people would be turned off.
So I was watching one of the interviews with James and Lars, and they were in Japan. I think they were touring this album, and they were saying, Lars was saying that even though it has running themes through the whole album and everything like that, it's not a concept album. And he was really adamant about it not being a concept. It's a concept album, Lars. You're all singing about the same stuff. Well, yeah, it's definitely is a concept album more of a story arc, or would you say that every song feeds into the other, or would you say
I don't know.
It has the same concept?
It has the same concept in each song. It's about the justice system, isn't it? And it's about corruption, war. Yeah,
it's all like
the end of the world.
It's all government stuff.
They're unhappy about. Yeah,
yeah. So apparently Fleming said, like, when he was working on this song, that it took a lot of effort to do because there were so many parts. Like I was saying, in a vacuum, when you're creating something, which must be really difficult. Yeah. As an artist, because I've never recorded anything. When you record something you are literally recording in a vacuum, aren't you? Essentially, it's you and the producers and stuff like that. And what you think is good is not necessarily what people outside may think is good and stuff like that. But
you got beats per minute as well. You're in 4/4 at like 120, and then all of a sudden you stop. You go dud.
Yeah, and you change rhythm. Like, you've got to,
especially back then recording on analog as well. They must have been chopping all day.
Yeah, he was, Fleming said, like, it's literally, it feels like it's 4 songs in one. It took so much effort to record and stuff like that. So, but let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's go riffing.
In this one.
Oh, and if anybody doesn't notice, we've got the snake pipe back again. It's been away for a little bit, but not that any of you people would notice. It's just for us.
Getting looked after.
It's it's having a spa day.
Having a paint job. A spa day.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those albums that you've been playing a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. I knew a lot of these riffs, obviously, from growing up.
Yeah,
But last week, I've just been
What, from that tab book?
Going, no, not from that. Just going over a few again and just like, oh yeah, I remember that bit.
Revisiting.
What's that bit? Like the. Yeah.
Is that the James bit? The or is that the
No, I think Kirk plays that bit. Yeah.
That seems more likely.
And then, yeah, that exact riff, they cleverly reverse it to go into the solo. So just go.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That bit.
Yeah, there you go. That's why we're here.
Yeah, it's a fun song to play, but like you said, there's loads of little sections.
Yeah,
where you have to.
You could probably be here for days just picking up different little riffs.
Yeah. And then just randomly.
Why not? Yeah, there you go. Just bump, 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 bump.
I think it's cool how they do the intro, but obviously it's like nice and clean, and then into the. Heavy,
it just has so many parts, doesn't it? It just,
yeah.
It's like the whole of this album, regardless of is a thrash album. Arguably, people say their last true thrash album.
Yeah.
But it's very proggy in the sense of time signature changes, length of songs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go. What do you want? Any more bits? Or you good?
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just a load of variations of those riffs.
Yeah,
and then
throughout the song.
Yeah, obviously you've got James's. He does a key change during the solo, but it's the same riff. It's just down.
Yeah, of course. So we're on to the next song. We're going to be listening to "The Eye of the Beholder," and then maybe we'll do after this one. We'll do a little chat. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Or do you want to keep going? We got one.
Do it after one.
Do it after one.
Halfway.
Halfway. Yeah, that sounds good.
Well,
that sounds
kind
good.
of halfway.
Kind of. Yeah. More halfway. Fade in.
Yeah, there's a few fade-ins on this album, actually.
I have a fade in.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Again, one of the singles.
I know, yeah. Okay.
Is this the one with James got that weird flanger over his?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Weird. It's like a weird effect.
Do you see what I see? Truth
so used to that bit there going into the Justice medley that he used to play. They go into the Blackened. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, that dates it, doesn't it? The flange on the voice.
Yeah,
that dates it.
Endurance is the word. Moving back instead of forward seems to me absurd. Doesn't matter what you see or doing what you read. You can do it your own way. If it's done just how
So yeah, they just drop that flanger for the chorus.
Yeah.
I love that little bit.
But yeah.
Back to the flanger.
Yeah. Shuffle.
Doesn't matter what you see or doing what you read. You can do it your own way if it's done just how I say. Independence limited. Freedom of choice is made for you, my friend. Freedom of speech is words that they will bend. Freedom with their exception.
Really cool solo on this. Squeals.
Kirk Hammett.
Lots of dive bombs on this album.
Lots
He
of
was,
out-of-tune guitars.
he was getting guitar lessons from Joe Satriani around this time. Yeah,
That'll explain it.
that's why he was fucking shit hot on this album.
Doesn't matter what you see or doing what you read. You can do it your own way if it's done just how I say. Independence limited. Freedom of choice is made for you, my friend. Freedom what you read. You can do it your own way. If it's done just how I say.
Boom. There we go. Eye of the Beholder. So apparently Lars Ulrich gave an interview in 2020 about this, and this for some reason in 2020 this song came up. He really doesn't like it. He says it sounds really forced to him, like the different tempo sections. They sound really like just smashed together.
Yeah.
He absolutely is not a fan of that song.
It's like James with Escape off of Ride the Lightning.
James with his what?
Escape. You know the song Escape off Ride the Lightning? Hates it.
He hates
They've
it.
only ever played it once.
Oh,
He
just
absolutely hates it.
weird.
Yeah.
It's so funny, isn't it? Something you like created in your.
They played Ride the Lightning in its entirety once. That's the only
And
song
so they
that's
played
ever
it.
played, yeah.
But yeah, no, there's some really cool riffs again. Like there's always this. Eye of the Beholder. It kind of gives a very political like view, kind of very libertarian, like small government.
Yeah.
I mean, he does say the word liberty.
Liberty.
Kind of reminds me of Ron Swanson. Parks and Rec. This will be his song. I'm telling you, Eye of the Beholder. That's the song for him. Here we go. Let's get
what
some.
else you've got for this one?
That's it. I know I got many notes on that one.
It's one of the.
It's one of those.
Skipper, not Skipper, but it's compared to the rest. It's not.
It's not. It doesn't. Yeah. There's not. There's very few Skipper songs in this album.
Oh yeah.
To be honest,
yeah,
this is one of those albums where like every song is.
Yeah. What I'd say is this. That's probably the song I listen to the least. Probably.
Well, I've been pretty disciplined, to be honest with you, and I had the album on from start to finish.
Yeah.
Smashing through them. But
Yeah.
it's just
Be a nice little fade in.
yeah, it's not kind of got the punch of everything else, has it? But
No.
there are some cool bits, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But here what are you going to play for us? Come on.
I'll play a couple riffs off of it.
Well, yeah, no, I got. I mean, that's been
I might mix things up.
Let's yeah. Play some Green Day. You did that earlier.
Oh yeah, going through all the little settings. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that sounds like a Green Day thing. Okay.
That's everybody's just turned off now. They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah, the fading. You know the.
Shall I get your volume knob and just... There'll be no touching the knobs here, thank you.
Loads of crunch, isn't there?
Yeah, we were saying that when we were going through the amp settings, weren't we? More crunch than a packet of crisps, mate.
Flanger. And then they play it like that a couple of times, and then to make it even heavier, do you know, like on our Trivium episode where I said about they do the, and then they add that E.
Yeah.
They do that on the same here.
Just to give it a bit more fullness. Beefs it up. I was singing the wrong bit.
And then what was that bit that you said that you liked? Was it the yeah, that
The
was
walk,
it,
like
yeah.
the walk up the book.
Yeah.
No,
Cool song. Good cool riffs.
It's a cool song. It's a cool riff. But what we got next is probably arguably one of the biggest Metallica songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give it away. Yeah, one of the biggest. This is probably. I remember seeing the video for this the first time on like Kerrang.
Same, 100%. Yeah. When I was a teenager, first getting into metal, it's the first time I ever was even aware of Metallica.
Yeah. Was watching this.
Watching the one video, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It was pretty dark.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, and this wasn't even in like the 80s. This was in like early 2000s.
It's got to be early 2000s. Yeah.
When I was watching it. So imagine being a teenager like back in the 80s.
Well, I never even had
like
Kerrang in my house.
Yeah.
Like my parents didn't buy Sky or anything like that because they couldn't afford it.
The devil.
Satan.
You're a nice Christian household.
Yeah, that's it. Damn right. Don't you forget it. But no, I had to go to my grandma's to watch like Kerrang and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice.
And putting Kerrang on in your grandma's house. It's cool. She was totally cool about it.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah, but this song, honestly, like because of that, again, it's the same as the Black Album episode where we were talking about these songs that are so I was going to say infamous, so famous that you probably listened to death.
Yeah. When
you were younger, and then you just kind of stop listening to it because you listen to it so much. Now coming back to it and listening to this album all the way through, like I've been going on a few night shifts lately and just driving to work. And I've had this. I think this song probably lasts about from my drive to work, so not far.
Yeah,
but that blasting out loud is just in your car driving. Do it. It's great.
Oh yeah,
I definitely probably sped all the way to work, which I'm not really in a hurry to get there. But like, yeah, the machine gun drum and like. I'm flooring it.
Yeah.
Running Reds.
I know what you mean. Like
taking out prams.
Yeah.
GTA.
Like one is so like in my DNA, and I've obviously heard it so many times growing up that I forget that it's on And Justice for All.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, like I said with the Black Album, Enter Sandman, it's like it doesn't even register as being on like the track listing for me.
Because it's so synonymous with Metallica. It is Metallica.
It's in like Metallica's best of list, not on an album, because I've heard one so much. Whenever I listen to Injustice, I listen to the other songs because I've heard one so much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's an amazing song. It's like a staple of heavy metal, isn't it?
You can't deny it. And then there's probably no one who either started playing guitar who hasn't played the intro to one. But it's a great...
What a video as well.
Yeah, what a video. We'll go into that afterwards. Yeah, as we always, we'll go into it afterwards. But it was a great song. First video, wasn't it? That's what we said earlier. The first video they ever did. Just waiting for does it catch up?
It's playing.
Oh, okay.
It's fading.
It's a fade in. Damn, fade in got me again. Goddamn fade ins.
Although, question: this is set. Set.
I
in
knew you were gonna
World War I.
Say this. You fucking nerd.
What was flying there?
You weren't there, man. I knew you were gonna say that.
I wasn't.
I knew you were gonna say it. I even saw that fact, and I'm leaving that out. And you. There were no helicopters in World War One, allegedly.
That's what the government wants.
That's what Big Pharma want you to believe.
Yeah, that's what Sunak wants you to believe.
Okay, well, I just dated this episode.
Yep.
Like, and I know they play this every show, but seeing it live is just something else. Like,
oh yeah, it never gets old.
It never gets old seeing this live. Like, Enter Sandman, I can take a leap, but this is something else. I think.
See the video now,
yeah.
You know, the blue and the blacks.
Yeah, the like sepia tone and stuff.
That warehouse. I fucking love that video. So good.
I'm waking up, I cannot see that there's not much left. nothing is real but pain now. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me. Back in the womb, it's much too real. In pumps life that I must feel.
James going for the singing though on this.
Only just.
Only just.
Only just.
Led to the dude that sticks in me. Just like a wartime novelty. Tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life off from me. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me. Now the world is gone, I'm just one. Oh, God, help me. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, help me.
Yeah, there it comes. Love that light double bass pedal. With that like heavy down picking alongside it.
Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trapped in myself, body my only cell. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul. Left me with life in hell.
And I remember before I started to learn how to play guitar, when I saw Kirk do this solo, you just like never saw tapping or anything like that. You're like,
Well,
who is
yeah.
this wizard?
Well, yeah, it was before we were introduced to like Van Halen because we kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
like,
yeah,
we got
yeah.
into that as a result of this.
Yeah,
these kind of
exactly.
things.
Yeah.
We're not saying they invented tapping.
It's one of the first times that I ever saw it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. Well, it's an amazing solo. It's one of the great solos, one of his greatest solos, I think, in my opinion.
I like this little rundown now.
Yes.
SOS, help me.
It was like terrible.
SOS.
It was pretty dark as a kid. You know what I mean?
Help me.
So yeah, one. What it. And honestly, if you're listening to this and you think I'm just sucking its dick, like just seriously, like listen to it loud. All right, it's a different. Yeah, you got to listen to it loud. You miss so much. I feel like it's just.
Oh, we
gets
all
you
know
pumped.
we all know you don't sit on the fence. If you don't like something, you'll say something.
Yeah. Yeah, probably should.
We know.
Probably should sit on the fence a bit more.
No
I think.
splinters in your ass, are there?
So that was from originally again a book, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the idea for the song had been there since Master of Puppet days.
Yeah.
It's with like disposable heroes, the whole
Yeah.
going to war, disposable heroes thing. So James had an idea for that concept, and then I think it was Lars who mentioned it to Cliff Bernstein, who was their manager, and says, "Oh, that sounds a lot like the story Johnny Got His Gun."
Yeah.
Obviously, then he sent a copy to Lars, gave it to James, read the story, and then realized in '73, I think it was, they made a film about it.
Yeah.
So then
Johnny Got
the
His Gun.
idea just sort of flowed from there.
Which
So
is what, Johnny Got His Gun is obviously where lots of the video was
Yeah.
taken from. And
They bought the rights to it, and
So
were able
yeah,
to cut bits in.
Yeah, interestingly,
Yeah.
obviously they used that video, but they didn't have the rights to it originally.
No,
So they cut that video in, and then they ended up, because it was played so much everywhere, they had to pay royalties, which apparently was, all I could find was quite substantial amounts of royalties. So they then, once it came to renegotiation, they bought the license.
yeah,
And then released it on DVD. That's the reason it's on DVD.
two of one.
But there's Hetfield has said that he lifted the intro from Venom's "Buried Alive." If you've not listened to it, I listened to it whilst doing research for this. There is a similarity.
Yeah,
There's definitely a similarity to it.
yeah.
But
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of it's like in the B minor. It's around the B minor. There's a lot of songs that are around there.
yeah.
Like even Metallica songs like "Fade to Black," "Sanitarium."
Yeah.
It would
But-
start with that.
Listen to Venom's "Buried Alive" because it's got like
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I don't know.
I'm telling you,
off
listen to
the top of my
because it's
head.
got this like it's got this like speaking spoken word bit at the beginning of it.
Okay.
But the intro there is a similarity.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
should definitely listen to it about being buried alive.
So what I was saying about there's loads of songs.
Yeah.
Just around there.
All based around that kind of.
It's
I love that little effect you've got going on there.
nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember when I was in school, like some guy who could play guitar was like, "Yeah, I could play all of one," and that was
Yeah.
that was how you knew you were the coolest kid
The
in
cool
school.
kid. Yeah.
You could play all of one.
That-
I mean, no one ever saw him do it, so like, he was probably full of shit.
Yeah, exactly. That bit's a really weird part, especially on the demo tapes when he's playing it. He plays it a bit more that part. It's a really weird part of the song, isn't it? Don't you think? This bit.
I don't see it as being weird because I just see it as something so synonymous with the song.
Yeah, I
do you know what I
suppose,
mean?
yeah.
Like, it's hard for me to
Yeah.
not associate the two and break them separately. But
Yeah.
it's pretty impossible for me because I'm a simple-minded creature. He likes his after eights. Hey, anyway, what are the riffs we got going there?
Well, that was obviously the
segue.
clean stuff.
Oh, we on to the crunch.
The crunch.
The crunch. The celery crunch.
It's a cool riff.
Yeah.
Crunchy when he goes into it. Oh, my breath is for thee. That lead up part into the
into the do-do-do-do.
and then obviously into everyone's favorite bit.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Dance room monkey.
And then into the wrist breaker part.
Oh yeah, of course. You're gonna have fun editing out all these string snaps.
Right. Cool song.
Great song.
Yeah.
Anything else to add on the talk about? So we've done the riffs. We're pretty like
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I'm not even going to attempt the solo.
we don't. Hey!
That's about it.
Yeah, boy.
That's all I remember. Yeah.
Yep,
fucked
there we
it
go.
up.
You're doing so well. You're doing so
know.
well. You fucked it in the last head off. Yeah. Right. Let's all right, let's segue into a little our little part of the show that we like to call After 8 Minutes.
Yeah.
A little palate cleanser, little chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously we were talking about this album, we were talking about things. So sometimes we like to take a break from listening to the song, have a chat about either bands we've seen, like, well, the band that were in question, or any like bits around the album. So maybe we've talked about when we saw Metallica in the previous episode, so maybe not that. Maybe this time we'll talk about kind of like the lead up to this album and stuff. So obviously we know that Cliff Burton died in 1986.
Mhm.
Do you want to? How did he die?
He died in a coach accident.
In a coach accident, well, like a tour
Essentially.
bus. essentially.
Yeah, they were in Sweden.
Not on like coach tours around.
They were in Sweden, obviously going from city to city.
Yeah.
And the guy who was driving the bus, so he claims that he slid on black ice.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll go back, actually.
Oh,
There's an
oh.
interesting story behind it.
Oh.
So Kirk says that him and Cliff, before they...
Is this the playing card?
Yeah, the playing card
Yeah.
stuff. You know about that?
You keep going because
Yeah.
that's the whole point of this.
Yeah,
show.
yeah. So basically, they where Cliff was sleeping at the front of the bus was like the bigger bed, the more comfy private bed.
Yeah.
So they decided to play a game of cards. I don't know what game. He didn't say, but basically the story is that Cliff drew the ace of spades
Ooh.
and won and got the bunk. So he managed to sleep in that bed that night. They were driving from... I can't remember.
It was in Sweden
specifically.
or somewhere?
It was in Sweden.
It was in
yeah.
Sweden.
And then the driver slid on black ice, and the bus
Flipped,
fell.
rolled, didn't it?
rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then everyone just, until about a couple of years ago, everyone just assumed that he'd like died instantly. But apparently, when the rescue services there like lifted up the bus, something gave way, and if he had been alive, like it came back down again.
Yeah.
Like it was horrible, apparently. But a big thing, like James instantly was like, apparently the driver had known to have a few beers every now and again.
I mean, it's the 80s.
Exactly.
And he's with one of the biggest metal bands in the world.
So
you're telling me that
we
don't know, allegedly.
They'd all got, they've all in the middle of this crash. And then James went up to the guy and was just like, the driver was like, it was black ice. But James apparently had been, obviously he was in bed with like no top on, just like a pair of pants.
Just thrown.
Apparently he was like, right, okay. He went like searching for miles down the road looking for this black ice. Like, where is it? Where is it? And apparently they couldn't find it. And then there was this whole thing afterwards with like, was he drinking? Had he been drinking and stuff like that?
Well, there's no way that James wasn't drinking.
yeah.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because surprisingly, only one person was killed.
So that's how he died.
And then, some people say obviously they attribute it, like obviously they've got Jason Newsted in for this album, who obviously to essentially replaced Cliff Burton. And some people say whether there are speculations whether part of the reason the bass was so low was because of like hazing-esque. But I just can't see a band like Metallica
going to that length,
sabotaging an album. I don't put much stock in that at all. Really.
I think there was maybe a percentage, an element of that, in the sense of this guy's not going to give a fuck because we tell him how things are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was more like, well, if we turn the bass down, well, I can do that anyway because he isn't going to say it. He's the new kid.
Yeah, that's it. And I mean, could you imagine?
Yeah, I don't
being
think
between
it was a case of
Lars and
we're going to sabotage our own sound just because.
Yeah, that's it. And I can't see. I can't see them doing that in any way. But and also it's difficult because I was listening to a podcast about this album, and they were saying that some fans gave And Justice to Jason, like gave him one of the mixes and stuff, and he said like he doesn't. I don't think he holds any bad grudges about it. He said that's the way the album was supposed to sound at that time.
Yeah,
you can't deny it's a great album, like we were saying earlier. Like for all its flaws, there's something to it, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm also a fan, definitely a huge fan of it.
Did you know Jason recorded his bass parts in a day?
No, did he?
A day.
A single day.
Yeah.
He just smashed.
He spoke about it on an interview a few years ago, and he was like, the day I went in there, and then he went, notice how I said a day? That's how long I got. A day.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
he had a rough time.
Yeah,
because they created it. They recorded it on 4 tracks, didn't they? There was drums was one, bass, and guitar and vocals was or was it 3? No, they recorded it on 3 tracks, I'm pretty sure.
Normally, it depends with each album, but normally they used to have guitar left, guitar right, and they'd have a thickener in the middle.
Yeah, no, so I think I read somewhere that that's how they recorded it. But they also, Lars played to a click track, which I was watching, like, it's not like, they were saying, it's not like you make a click track on, like, Logic now. Like, you can just set it up. Like, you had to create this click track to all these like offbeat rhythms and stuff like that to like get them in.
4 bars of 4/4 going. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had to make that click track and stuff like that. Which can you imagine making all these like rhythm shit? Oh man, poor fella. But also, so what we were talking, this part of the show, we kind of really wanted to make it more of a. If you guys listen to this, we live in the south of England, quite far away from any major cities. Like the closest thing to us is Bristol, to get good gigs. So we're not always going to have gig stories, which we've been to lots of shows, but we're not going to always have gig stories. So what we'd like is if you have any either funny gig stories or band stories or anything you'd like to share with us, to be on this little section, and hopefully we want it to be like its own thing. But we'll start. We've set up an email account, which is hopefully we'll put on screen.
Yeah.
Which
we'll do that.
Our master editor will be able to. And the email address is monstersofmetalpod@gmail.com. So we'll put that on screen, and hopefully you guys can send us your stories, and we can kind of like start making this more of a community project. I think would be fun and everything. We can get our stories from you.
Haven't seen a certain band,
because we're going to
us. There might be someone that says, I've seen X, Y, and Z, and
whether that or if you've got just great stories. I just want to hear funny stories. Like if you sat in a Portaloo watching Maiden.
Yeah, sat on a Portaloo,
On the
not
Portaloo.
on a Portaloo.
Yeah, it was whatever you say, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you say. But yeah, I think
It was
that's
funny.
what we want. Email us, and also if you want to email us and just say, "Hey,
Yeah.
you can."
Yeah, cool.
So with that part done, I say we.
Well, I want to know when you were first aware of the album. Were you on about moving on? to
no.
the next song?
If you want to carry
Oh,
on,
I
go
was
on.
just going to say, when was the first time you bought the album or heard the album fully, or can you remember?
So like, it's a difficult one because obviously, so my first introduction to the album was one, like we were discussing earlier.
Yeah, sure.
So I managed to get hold of a CD in HMV.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it Virgin? I think it might be. I can't remember which one. It was
Yeah.
one of those two, and I managed to convince my mum to buy me the CD at the time. 'Cause, I had it on CD.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened to it, or it didn't last very long. Maybe my dad was sick of hearing it being blasted. I can't remember. It was I probably burnt a hole through one.
Yeah.
Just for playing one.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But CDs never. I was not very careful with my CDs. I'll be honest. They ended up getting thrown in the back of a bag, loosey goosey, man. Everything was scratched to shit.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Will you?
The first time so this is the actual CD that I bought, and it's actually in still decent.
See, if you just want a little insight into what kind of people me and Martin are, that is exactly who we are. I'm just
Yours would be the CD, maybe with a few chips off of it. Some
there wouldn't even be the
scratches.
CD in here. It'd be something like, I don't know, Sum 41 does this look infected in there? I've been looking for that. I never put anything back in the right place.
So this was the first Metallica album that I bought, actually.
Yeah, same. It is definitely the same for me.
The first one that I heard was actually Reload. That was the first full album I heard of Metallica.
Oh, okay. What, a friend's house like type thing?
No, it was actually someone I went to school with, a girl called Amy.
Yeah.
Who we used
Shout out
to
Amy.
go to school with. And she had like an older brother. Obviously, I was the oldest, so I didn't have an older brother.
Yeah.
She had an older brother who was obviously into metal and stuff. And so she was listening to metal. And she said, I was getting into it at the time. I was obviously listening to like System of a Down and
Classic.
Yeah, Cradle of Filth. And then she let me Reload, so I listened to that. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I went backwards from there. I just literally, it was one of those, you know, when you're a kid and you go into a CD shop and you're like, which one looks cool? This one was just like, oh, that looks cool.
Back when album covers were the one.
Yeah. So that was the first time that I heard it, when I was like 11 or 12, maybe, something like that.
Yeah, I can't quite remember exactly when.
Yeah.
It broke my brain. But it was, well, that was not, it was definitely the first album I bought that was Metallica.
Yeah.
But I definitely had to get my mum to buy it, as I recall.
Yeah.
Because
like me with Slipknot.
Yeah.
Slipknot's self-titled album. Obviously, it was a big thing, wasn't it? Slipknot had the parental advisory. I remember
parental advisory.
My job that I worked, I remember getting paid. I was like a fruit and veg stall market laborer type thing.
It's like some kind of fucking Oliver Twist story, you know, some Cockney fruit and veg.
Start at 4 a.m, work for 3 hours, go to school. I
hit the coal mine.
I was born in not a well-off family, so I had to earn my money.
I mean, I had a paper round, but I wasn't working.
I had a paper round as well. I had 2.
Jesus Christ, man. You call Childline.
I know, yeah. I know. But yeah, I remember getting my my wages, which was like literally about
Did you get paid in cash? In a little
brown
bag?
envelope.
Oh, you got a brown envelope.
Yeah, a
Okay.
little brown envelope.
You know, those change bags?
It was like £15 a week or something like that. So I used to buy a CD per week. And I remember going to my mum because I tried buying Slipknot self-titled album myself, and they were like, no. So I was like, Mum, can you go to Exeter, please? And can you buy this album? She's like, my mum's cool as fuck. She was like, all right.
Yeah. Like, whatever, like parental advisories, that really fucking did a lot, didn't it? Apart from just be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's like trying to buy booze as a kid. They're like, I remember like my mum bought it for me, and like this guy was like, I think I bought like Papa Roach's Love Hate Tragedy. I think it was.
The Red Album.
The Red Album.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's the guy was like grilling my mum's like, is it for him? And she's like, yeah. Fucking chill out, dude. Just give me the CD.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go shoot up a school. Jesus.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, they were really, really hot on that. Like
They were back
like
in the
they were
day,
going to have a
yeah.
license pulled and they couldn't
Yeah, I know.
sell CD. It was weird.
Yeah.
But there you go. Let's go on to the next song.
Do it.
Shortest straw. Absolute banger. Oh,
Whenever I hear this song now, I can only think of Guitar Hero.
yeah. We'll talk. Yeah, Lars. Oh, Lars.
Suspicion is your name, your honesty to blame, with dignity to shame, dishonor. We touch modern day, determining decay, the blatant disarray, disfigure. The public eye disgrace, define commonplace, unending paper tape, unending. Deafening, painstaking, reckoning, this vertigo it can bring. Sword is straw, talent's liberty, down by law. Living infamy, rub you raw. We hunt riding through sword is straw. This sword is straw has been pulled for you. Pulled for you. Pulled for you. Pulled for you. Sword is straw has been pulled for you. The accusations fly, discrimination why you're in a self to die. It's really down sunk
Okay,
itself in
screen
you.
cap back.
You see this talent through, you're living next to deluded. A mass hysteria, a megalomania, reveal dementia, reveal. Secretly, silently, certainly.
Bring back,
vertigo you will be.
Handlebar mustache, James Hetfield. That's
Oh,
what I
any
think.
day.
I've been sat with my fly undone the entire time.
It's because you mentioned Hetfield's mustache. That's
Yeah.
why. It's all right, mate. You're only human.
Sword is straw, talent's liberty, down by law. Living infamy, rub you raw. We done riding through sword is straw. This sword is straw has been pulled for you. Pulled for you. Pulled for you. Pulled for you. Sword is straw has been pulled for you.
And now you've told me he was having lessons by Satriani.
Yeah.
That's all I can go down
you
here.
can hear it, can't you? Yeah. There's not a lot of wow, but there's loads of dive bombs. That type of thing.
Sword is straw, pulled for you.
verse fade.
The fog has begun. Oppressive damage done. Your many turn to none, to nothing. You're reaching your nadir. You want to disappear. The lie is crystal clear. Defending. Channels red. One word said. Blacklisted. When vertigo make you dead. Short as straw, challenge liberty down by law. Live in infamy, rub you raw. We hunt right and through sword as straw. This sword as straw has been pulled for you. Pulled for you.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I was just reading the back of this
Yeah.
CD cover. And just as we were talking about, bus drivers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's got nicknames for all the like crew and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I read that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bus driver is called Steve Blood Fowler, bus driver and vodka swiller.
There you go. That's the new guy.
Mr. and that's the new
guy.
That's the guy who took over from the other guy.
One other thing I read in there as well is obviously they credit ESP and Tama drums and
Mesa
Zildjian
Boogie and
and
all that,
that type of stuff. But their thank you is, if we had to thank all you fuckers who have been cool to us in the last 2.5 years since Puppets, A, the list would be printed so small you couldn't read it. B, there wouldn't be room for the lyrics, pictures and other shit. C, we would have a 36-page booklet. D, long list of fucking boring. E, all of the above. F, none of the above. G, do you really give a shit anyway?
Well, the joke's on you, James, because we just read it. So
There you go.
it's definitely James who wrote that. Definitely.
How was the shortest straw?
Shortest
for you?
straw. Yeah, it's a good song. I like it. It's not my favorite track, but I do like it.
Yeah.
I do like it. My favorite track's actually.
Say again.
Next one's my favorite track.
Oh, really?
Absolute favorite.
Okay.
Even though I've just been like, oh, one more. But yeah. It's a good song. It's a great song. There are a few bits in there that I really like, and it's again, it follows the same lyrically of the government.
Justice. Short straw's been drawn for you.
Yeah,
You don't have a choice.
You haven't got a choice. You've been fucked over.
Yeah.
I was reading on the wiki fandom, like the Metallica fandom, and they made the point that it's a reference to like the Red Scare, which was obviously government hunting people looking for un-American activities. Jesus Christ, that's trying to hunt down communism, and
it's a fucking bus driver, mate. Fucking vodka swiller or whatever he was called.
Swiller, mate. He's gone. He's gone. He's absolutely gone. That's
gone.
the most un-American. Yeah, I won't go into like the full amount of detail I get there, but yeah, it's all about the Red Square and engineering propaganda, witch hunts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what we were talking about at the beginning, though, if you've not seen it, you should definitely go watch it, because you can see how pissed off he's getting.
Oh, the making of the Guitar Hero.
Yeah, obviously we, as we probably discussed that we used to live together,
and I broke 2 drum sets.
And you broke 2 drum sets, and we used to get just shit-faced hammered before we'd go out, and we had every Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
we had
every, we had
every
single one. Yeah, Van Halen one, even the Aerosmith one. Don't know why, but it did.
I don't remember that ever getting played.
No, it was mainly Metallica, wasn't
it? Mainly Metallica, yeah. And there's a video of Lars trying to do the drumming to Shorter Straw, the intro. It's only the intro you can't get, because when you watch it takes 5 takes. I think
1, 2,
then he keeps fucking
2, 3, 4.
Yeah. And you can see him just absolutely losing his shit.
Yeah,
it's great.
In his little like leotard with his bobbles on. Yeah, his motion capture suit.
Yeah, but once he gets that intro, he actually like nails the whole song in one go. Apparently,
yeah.
But you should watch it, because it is funny as shit.
It is good. I love that game so much.
We need it back. Bring it back.
So
PS5.
fun. Yeah, do it.
Just be you, mate.
I know it would. Yeah,
just be you.
I'll never forget the day I broke the second set of drums playing that.
And it was getting to that point where you couldn't even get the drums.
Yeah. No, yeah. I had to go down to Once, the second-hand shop, to look for
just to get a set.
Drum sets for Guitar Hero, the PlayStation 3, I think it was.
It was PS3, yeah. Because you had one upstairs and there was one downstairs that was tapped, and
that was it.
We'd play Call of Duty Zombies, baby.
Oh, yeah. Tap in, tap out.
Tap in, tap out. Have a fag out the window whilst one person was playing.
Yeah.
And then you'd swap because the other person wanted to.
Well, that was the thing with those zombie games, wasn't it? Like, it just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, level up.
So you used to keep the last zombie there. Someone else has got to know
crawler.
what we're talking about. Keep a crawler going.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one would go for a fag, come back,
and then we'd all
kill the last zombie, then the next round starts.
Yep, that's it.
Because you would be there for hours sometimes.
We would be there for hours, yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, we were cool.
Nerds.
Nerds. Right, riffs, come on. Make us look cool again.
Then into the...
This is a good bit. This bit I really like.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. It's a sweet, sweet riff. That last bit.
That bit.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
The that riff, the like where he slides down.
Go.
It's really cool. The
Yeah.
But he actually does slide all the way down. It's like
And back again. Would you say this is your favorite album to play?
it's up there.
It's up
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Because there's not like there's just loads of, like you said earlier, there's loads of sections of riffs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair.
I mean, like Kill 'Em All's fun. I'd say, yeah, like if you're going to go for riffs, like Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice are the best for like
Ride the
tasty
Lightning's
riffs.
just got sickest riffs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolute.
Yeah, Short Straw, great song.
Great. It is a good song.
Yeah.
It's a good song. But this song
This song.
is my favorite song. Yeah. So, sorry. We're going to go on to the next one. Let's do it. Come on. It's Harvester of Sorrow, which is an absolutely slaps.
They whipped this out when we saw them last year, didn't they?
When we saw them last year.
Download.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know what happened there. Stripped off. I love this slide booth for us. This riff as well.
Yeah. It's nice hearing the language of the man part sung by James as well, not Kirk. Language of the man. When they play it live, I think Rob does it nowadays, but Kirk used to do it. Language of the man.
Poor Kirk.
Hey, you guys. Cookie Monster.
A weird little bit that. Ooh. This is a great solo. I find that solo just follows more of the song and actually
Serves the song, doesn't it?
serves
Rather
the
than it
song.
just being technical and
rather than it just being look at the solo.
Yeah.
That bit reminds me very like Ride the Lightning.
Yeah. Yeah. They're both playing different parts on the well, same place on the neck, but they're both playing different. I'll show you in a minute. When they hang for a couple bars live on that part. All I've said their prayers.
Because you know people cheer at that point thinking it's over.
Yeah.
I'm not like
Even though it's one of your favourite songs.
yeah, I would. I'd be like, yeah. Oh. I hate when I get caught out without bands.
Yeah.
Playing the outro riff. Just the end on that. Great song. I love that song. That honestly, genuinely is my favorite song on the album.
Yeah?
Love that song.
It's a good song.
It's a great song.
It's a good song.
So I'm going to go into a little bit of factual information about the song.
Go.
Yeah. So in 1986, 2 years before, there was a book written called The Harvest of Sorrow, which was about, probably a bit dark, but it was about Russian gathering of the farms and creating like the union. They basically gathered all the farms together and made the communist era and starved millions of Ukrainians to death.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was about the Grim Reaper was classed as the harvester of sadness in the book. So it is got themes running through of that of the book stuff like that. But they do tend to use a lot of reference to books and film a lot, which is one of those things that I really enjoy because as someone who artistically, I love finding where people draw inspiration from. That's
like Maiden's a good example as well, isn't it? They'll base it on a book or a movie or a historical event.
Yeah. When I used to, I recently just got back into drawing. I haven't told you this. Recently got back into drawing for me, which I've really enjoyed.
Good.
And back when I used to draw a lot more, I used to take lots of inspiration from movies and books and films and stuff like that. And it's interesting to see that other artists still do the same thing. But I've been drawing a lot lately. I've been really enjoying that. So that's been fun.
Nice.
Just like you playing guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Any riffs? Any?
Yeah. The other thing, I think the lyrics of this song are they may have hints of what you said as well, but I think a lot of it is about parenting as well.
Oh, you think this is going back to his mum?
Well, at the end of the song, he literally says infanticide.
Oh, okay. With the old science Christianity or whatever it was. Was it science?
Science Christians, science Christian Science, I think they're called.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, because obviously, he's pretty angry. As we find out.
Yeah.
Anyway, riffs.
So what riff did you say you really? Is it just the main?
It's you remember I said it's a bit creep and deathy, the. Yeah, that bit. That's the one.
Oh, that bit.
Yeah. That bit. I love that bit.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's great. It's a cool. It's a cool riff. Cool riff.
Just the stompiness of the.
I think that's why it's my favorite because it's just it's not overly complicated like the rest. Some of the songs. It's just I don't know. To me, it's a Metallica song.
There's loads of space to breathe, isn't there?
Yeah. And it's just meaty, do you know what I mean? And it's just a good headbanger, do you know what I mean? Even as we're just playing it now, we're just... And that's what I like.
Yeah, it's really stompy.
As much as I complain about long songs and overly complicated songs, to me that's not what I like.
Yeah.
That's not what I like.
No,
what I like
is
and arguably you could say simplistic or whatever.
More simpler songs.
But I just like either singing along and just headbanging along. Do you know what I mean? That's what I like. I do listen I know one's a more complicated song and stuff like that, but
it's not all. Yeah, it's not all about that, is it?
Yeah. It's just I find someone once said something to me that you can even do it an insanely complicated way that only you know that it was done that way.
Yeah.
Or you can do it an easier way but still end at the same result.
Well, yeah.
And the only person you're impressing is other guitarists or other.
Look at songs like "Sad but True."
Yeah,
it's pretty much just that the whole way through. Kashmir.
There's something to be said for sometimes it doesn't always need to be superly overcomplicated. I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong. And sometimes I do love some super crazy guitar solos and stuff like that. But with Metallica, I think my favorite stuff is the riffy, just stompy, headbangy, just chug. That's what I like. That. It's impossible not to bang your head along to it.
I didn't realize I was doing it.
It's just impossible not to, man. It's just impossible not to.
Oh, what was it? The bit, there. So what they're doing is they're both playing different parts. So it's... And then James is going. So if you were to play them all together. Yeah.
I see what you mean. So they're playing the same.
They're playing the
saying
same, yeah.
bit, but
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. So when you
separately.
pan it left and right on the album, it sounds like.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I genuinely absolutely love that song.
Yeah, great song.
Great song. Let's go. What's next? Frayed Ends of Sanity, eh? Let's smash this back.
Yeah, this is like, for me,
This is
bring it back up.
This is yours, okay.
Oh, mate, I love this song.
Oh, so this is
Love
your
this
Harvester of
song.
Sorrow, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that he rhymed dementia and schizophrenia. That's my favorite part.
Schizophrenia.
Sick dementia.
Pull me under. I just like where the song goes. You know what I mean? With the breakdowns and the yeah. It's so cool.
Oh, I love the intro. I love this bit. Some people say it's cheesy as shit, but I love it. I love this.
I don't care. Love it.
Love it. I'll be that guy in the crowd. That crash in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mentioned in the song. Struggle Within. Precursor. Just like how it picks up.
Yeah, it kind of builds the tempo a bit, doesn't it? Yeah.
Into like diamonds. And they just
Into diamonds.
holding power chords. Holding like a power chord for like 4 bars.
Okay. Again, like I would put this like in the same kind of vein as Harvest of Sorrow, as in it's just more riffy. You know what I mean?
So from now, this is the best part of the song.
Yeah, okay.
You just don't expect them to go. First time you listen to it, you just don't expect them to go to certain places, you know? More tempo change.
This thing.
Yeah.
This is a rad solo as well.
Yeah, listen to James's rhythm playing over.
Turns into an instrumental, mate.
Fine with me.
Oh, yeah.
How many riffs can you get in one song?
Yeah. Yeah. So the part of this, Jesus Christ. So what I was saying, that Harvester of Sorrow in this song, like the beginning bit, like is very Harvester of Sorrow, and it's just riffs and like
Yeah.
and like if you remove that middle section where it just goes mental for the instrument, which is great. I'm not saying it's not. Remove that, put it back together, it would be a very Metallica-esque song, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But there you go. But
you know about that?
not that.
Not that part.
Not that part.
Let me turn this on.
Yeah, so the ooh is from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah,
Which some people find super cheesy, but I'm there for it.
Yeah,
I love a bit of crowd participation, me. Yeah, absolutely. could just play that riff over and over again, couldn't you? So apparently, in the 90s, they didn't really play this at all. They just kind of played the melodies.
Yeah. They did like teasers.
And yeah, they didn't play it until 2014 in its entirety. That was the first time.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, it's only been a few times it's been played.
Very few times, yeah. And you could see when they were playing it, they weren't struggling, but you could see they were paying a lot more attention. Than
there was less show, more.
They're playing Creeping Death. They're on autopilot.
Yeah, I could probably play Creeping Death.
It's that middle bit. Like you watch James, and like normally he's out and about, but he was like proper, like almost like there.
Yeah, having to like really concentrate and stuff like that. It was, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I was watching one of the interviews with James. Yeah. It's a lot of notes rather than riffs, do you know what I mean? So I was watching one of the interviews and James was saying about this album that the set list was becoming smaller because the songs are so much longer. So they just kind of like, we're not playing a lot of songs, we're playing less songs, but they're longer. So that was a bit of a problem after the album, really. They wanted to change that.
One of the hardest riffs is that bit after that bit I just played, because there's like loads of triplets in it there.
Yeah. Yeah, he does love those triplets.
Wow.
Now dive bomb.
Yeah, very cool.
Loads of great riffs in there. It's like any Metallica song, not every Metallica song, but most Metallica songs you can find a good riff in there somewhere.
Yeah,
always. We going next?
Have you got stuff to say on this one?
I've already said what I want to say.
Yeah.
The Wizard of Oz thing and stuff like that. So
okay, cool.
So to live is to die.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. We're getting into all these songs are long as well. I'm not complaining too much about long songs. I've been pretty good. But
for fading.
He's coming. His classic guitar as well.
What we'll do, because this is kind of one big song, so we'll just let it play through to the end of the album.
Okay.
You'll see why. Well, you probably know why.
I mean, I know. Do you know why?
Do you know?
Of course I know. But you tell me, just so I know that you know. I always find this between the classic guitar and this is really jarring.
There's a reason for it.
Okay.
So basically, what they've said is the acoustic guitar is like the melody of life.
Yeah.
And then obviously this is in reference to Cliff, right?
Yeah.
So the pounding in is death approaching.
Okay.
Which is why at the end of the song, the life goes on. So the guitar fades in and goes out again.
Look at that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Every day's a school day.
That's why you hear the thudding just coming in and coming. It just ruins
like a freight
your life.
train.
Yeah.
almost like it's got a kill switch there with that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay. I knew that.
Your selector switch, you can rewire it, so it's like a kill switch. You basically just go on, off, on, off.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it.
Like Tom Morello's got
Tom
one
Morello.
into a button.
Yeah. That's what I always imagine it as, the button.
Yeah, turn your volume knob down on one of the pickups and then just. Day that never comes.
Another. You do this.
Stand up and feel the warmth.
You've done this on every album so far. You fucking dick.
You're welcome.
Goddamn.
Really nice little piece, that, isn't it?
Is that volume knob?
Sounds like strings, but you're right. Yeah,
the volume knob thing
just
again.
Isn't volume swell. Yeah, they do it on My Friend of Misery as well.
I think that's where. Sure.
Yeah.
The solo almost feels in the background, the last part.
This is a James solo.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is one of the few.
Yeah, this is a James plays this part. But yeah, so it does sound different. It's probably mixed different in the mix.
But it also sounds like it's behind.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? It's not like
I know what you mean.
When you hear a solo, like it's a.
Yeah.
I guess it's not meant to be a showy, more of an enhancement. You know?
Yeah.
End song.
You wish.
Lies, murder some part of the world. These are the pale nets, which men miscall their lives. All this I cannot bear to witness any longer. Cannot the kingdom of salvation take me home?
grieving death fades away, and then life just carries on.
That's very cool.
That's how it's.
That's how it's meant to be, like as a composition.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I genuinely did not know that. So there you go. Well, me complaining about that aggressive intro that's there for a reason. But it just sounded really weird and jarring.
Yeah, I know. Dun, 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 dun. But it's like death approaching, coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're just going to go straight into the next one, eh?
Yeah. If I hadn't had a thing on there, it would have gone straight in anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It comes in quite abrupt. It like ends just.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It's never going to be good when he starts saying that.
I listened to another Metallica podcast, and the guy for years thought that the first line of that was "Dear Mother, Dear Father Earth." So every time I hear it now, I just think of that. It's ruined for me. Dear Father Earth.
I wonder what this song's about.
Yeah, again, it's just going back to him losing his mum, isn't it? And
Well, his whole childhood, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about his parents.
Yeah.
Dad walking out.
exactly.
Dear mother, dear father, time has frozen still. What's left to be here? Nothing, say nothing. Cannot face the facts. I think for me, no guarantee. It's life as is. But damn you for not giving me my chance. Dear mother, dear father, took my wings before I learned to fly. Unspoiled, unspoken. I've outgrown that fucking lullaby. Same thing I've
This is like peak angry Hetfield. as
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah.
like legit.
Yeah,
Not-
and it's actually like proper personal lyrics
It's
as well,
more-
not just like about objective things. It's like
Breaking up with your girlfriend and stuff like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is very,
Oh yeah,
this is very personal. to us.
yeah.
Torn from me without your shelter. But reality, I'm living blindly.
Yeah, got to give it to it. The solo on this is ripping. Again, very similar to Damage Inc. on Master of Puppets for the last track. Just a straightforward
Yeah.
barn burner.
Just finish on pure thrash.
Yeah.
you go with those blasts. Yo.
That's it.
That's how you enamel, baby. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, absolutely. Straight through.
Yeah.
Frayed, sorry, if I was going to say Frayed, it's To Live Is To Die. James is, factually, we all know, has factually said this is a tribute to Cliff without being too, over the top to I miss you, buddy. To, what's the,
What's that?
what's the Zach Wild song with the
Dime one.
the dime one?
In this river, there's no turning back.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, we like, but this is
Yeah.
without being that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I from that song, I know Cliff wrote the the acousticy bits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he has writing credits on that.
Yeah. The the heavy parts,
So that was Cliff.
That's obviously that's like James.
That's James, I was gonna say.
The intro and the middle part, Cliff wrote. Then the guys wrote all the bits in between.
Mm.
And there's the spoken word bit in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that like
Some of it's-
75% of
yeah,
it
is-
is like
Is Cliff. Yeah. The other part of this
Philip
spoken word.
Goldheart. It's like some German philosopher or something.
You keep playing, I'll can't find out.
And then Cliff did like the last two lines. The kingdom salvation take me home.
Yes,
That-
yeah,
that-
because it's often attributed that he wrote the whole thing.
No,
but
he
it's
didn't.
not, is it?
No.
It says here that these are the pale deaths which men miscall their lives, comes from the book Lord Fowl's Bane
That's it.
series.
Yeah.
So, Thomas Covenant.
Yeah. Cool riff.
Yeah, great riff. And then obviously, the last song, obviously, we were talking about it whilst it's being played, is very clearly aimed at,
Yeah.
as he openly says, it's very personal, very introspective lyrics about his, obviously, mum
Yeah.
dying of cancer due to a religion, and
Mhm.
his dad walking out whilst he was a kid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty shit.
Very fast song.
Very fast song as well.
Then he got the Very
So
cool.
there's from an interview, Kirk Hammett said the To Live Is To Die solo
Yeah.
from Guitar Player. That's a very straight blues box solo. He wrote it at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, before they went on the Monsters of Rock, they had to leave for the Monsters of Rock tour, so he had to kind of just get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done, yeah.
Yeah.
But it works. I wouldn't have known.
One of my favorite parts of the Dyers Eve is the That's cool.
Yeah, it's great.
I'd like to go into more, but obviously we've got to be aware of time.
Yeah,
So
we're aware of time.
I'd like
So
to go into Live Is To Die a bit more in depth, but yeah, we haven't got time.
That's us for the day.
Yeah.
If we would appreciate it if you like this episode, you share it, you subscribe. But more importantly, we will see you for the next one.
Yeah. Put in the comments what
What album you would like?
Yeah, what you'd like, and maybe we'll
that's
have
it.
a look.
So thank you very much. Peace out.
Cheers.